The Texas primary elections happened, so let's talk about how things went in one of the most captivating primary elections to happen in decades, and also the most expensive one ever. The nomination for the person who will represent Texas in the U.S. Senate dominated both the Republican and the Democratic parties. Senator John Cornyn holds the seat right now, and that is also known as the incumbent. He's facing a runoff election for the Republican nomination with the state's current Attorney General, Ken Paxton, who instead of running to keep his chair as Attorney General is running to become a senator. Austin State Rep James Talarico defeated U.S. Rep Jasmine Crockett for the Democratic nomination. So that means that Talarico and whoever wins on the Republican side will face off in the November midterm elections for the actual position. This 2026 March primary has been the most expensive one in all of Texas history. Spending records were beat for a number of offices like Attorney General and Comptroller, the priciest one being the more than $71 million that Senator Cornyn's campaign put towards advertising. And if that seems like a lot, that's because it is. This is the most money that an incumbent has spent on a primary race ever. Money shaped the Democratic primary too. Talarico's campaign spent more than $17 million on ads, and a super PAC dropped $8 million more to support him, which means for every $1 that Crockett had to spend, Talarico had 5. In the race for Attorney General, Senator Mays Middleton came in first on Tuesday night. His opponent, U.S. Rep Chip Roy of Austin, came in a distant second. Roy has become nationally known as a conservative rabble-rouser in Congress, but Middleton spent a lot of money in the final weeks of the campaign flooding voters with mailers, TV and ad spots, and text messages that all helped him get his MAGA Mays messaging out. In the Comptroller race, which is the person who handles the state's checkbook, Don Huffines won and easily cleared the field of incumbent Kelly Hancock and Railroad Commissioner Christy Craddock, even though this race was expected to go into a runoff. Also, Huffines loaned his campaign $10 million for mailers and airtime. President Donald Trump generously handed out his endorsement ahead of Election Day. He backed over 130 incumbents and candidates for the Texas legislature, Congress, and statewide offices. Most of his endorsed candidates won their primaries with little competition, but not everyone. Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller lost his race, showing that a Trump stamp of approval won't solve all of the candidates' problems. Miller has aligned himself with Trump for a long time, but he's suffered through years of scandals and gotten into spats with the governor, who's been vocal about supporting his opponent, Nate Sheets, who ended up winning. There's so much more to this, but this video is getting way too long. All to say, these primaries were spicy and costly, with many of these political battles going into overtime before the runoffs on May 26th. Let us know if you want to learn more. Personally, I like to follow the money and ponder about why so much of it is used to sway Texans' votes. And that's easy to do at texastribune.org. We're a nonprofit, nonpartisan news outlet helping Texans learn about politics and policy. And I'm Laura Duclos, and that's Roxy.